And we are live. Welcome everyone to the Season 5 off-season for the Texarkana Bandits, who shocked everyone making it to the Rose Bowl this year. And nearly won it if I wasn't just dog shit in that third quarter. You knew it was gonna happen at some point. I was gonna have the bad game. It was gonna happen at some point, but we had a good showing, nonetheless. That's what matters. We had a good showing, and now we move on, figure out what the offseason has in store for us. More importantly, see what transfers we're able to garner, now being a playoff team for the first time in school history. I'm doing my quick check over of Twitter real fast. NC State was dominating Florida State in basketball, and I had that game on, but then I was like, you know, ESPN Plus and OBS don't like each other. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the career stats before we do anything, because I think I didn't go over all the awards because we didn't, you know, I only showed the ones we won. I will go over all the awards because we came in second in a lot of them, or like third, so I will do that as well. But let's go over, just for my well-being, the career stats here for some of these seniors. Headley Cantu ends his career playing 49 games, 3,600 yards, 25 touchdowns on the ground. He had 29 carries of 10 plus. That's crazy. 25 streams in a row. There you go, Dash. I appreciate you being here for that many streams in a row. That's crazy. Well, welcome, man. How's your Saturday been so far? Double checking all my shit. Renosuke Woods, 18 carries of 20 plus, 17 touchdowns on the ground, 2,200 yards. He played in 56 games. I didn't think he played that many games, but he wasn't as banged up as Cantu was, so that makes sense. Well, still got time here. Any more seniors to talk about? Nope, not in the running back room. So receiving wise, JCP ends his career 49 games played, 280 receptions, 4,100 yards, and 49 touchdowns. Oh, he's one off of 50. Oh man. He was one touchdown off of 50. That saddens me. That saddens me. What I don't like is he had 34 drops in his career. That's a lot of drops. He averaged about 10 drops a season. That's a lot of drops. But 49 touchdowns. He had a monster year. He was our only deep threat, really. And I will say, in the transfer portal, I am going to look for his replacement because we don't really have that right now on the roster. So I will probably be looking to see if there's a JCP replacement in the portal. But that's probably the only receiver we're going to look for. IBT ends his career, 8 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. He really stepped up there at the end of the year when I had to kind of go away from JCP. Renosuke Woods has nearly 1,000 yards receiving in his career, 5 receiving touchdowns. Cantu, 86 receptions for 678 and 7 receiving touchdowns. Caleb Morrow a senior? Yeah, Caleb Morrow is a senior. 35 receptions, 322 yards, 1 touchdown in his career. I feel like Caleb had more, but okay. Everybody else, I believe, is too young. Yep. Jaron, welcome to the stream, man. How's your Saturday going? How was your Friday, man? You missed finding out that I got the rare candy cheat to work, so we now are gonna spend less time grinding. Mainly just so we can actually move along. And I don't have to spend 4 hours grinding. You want to ball the fuck out? Yep. 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 Mendoza looked great. I will say, statistically, people are going to look at that box score and go, he wasn't fantastic. Only a $177 through the air. Like, there's going to be people saying that. I guarantee you. But, man, he looked fantastic. He is sharp as hell. I did lose our first mon, and that's all on me just not going for Pebble Dance. I mean, he's such a solid player. Is he a stereotype first overall pick? No. But he is too good to pass up. I don't know if he's ever going to win the Super Bowl, but he's so good. Greg Figures might get drafted. Might get drafted. Did give up 10 sacks this season. I mean, he's the left tackle, though. The left tackle always gives up, I feel like, the most sacks in a year. Geraldo Lupo gave up 3. Bordeaux's a senior? Oh my god, I didn't realize he was already a senior. I thought he was a junior this year. Oh my god, dude, where did the time go? That does make sense, though, because he was a true freshman. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how he does once the pro game starts. I will say he is very bland. He is a very bland guy, is Fernando Mendoza, but that's not a negative. It's just him. He's not a charismatic dude, but that is fine and dandy. Dante Blade only gives up 2. Dante could be the left tackle next year. We'll see. Outside of Greg, not a lot of sacks given up. Oh, this career stats also. Yeah, he gave up 10 sacks over his career. That's not bad at all. I forgot we're looking at career stats. Chase Taylor, 367 career tackles. That is insane. Almost 100 more than Lyle Horner. That is batshit. They played nearly the same amount of games. 11.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. Pick, 7.5 sacks for Lyle Horner. Jet White had 6 interceptions in his career. 273 tackles. Just saying, I don't think anybody's gonna get drafted early for us. Sanford Lavelle heads out. I forgot that D'Angelo Coco's a red shirt, so he's got 1 more year. What's Leon Perrine's career stats? No picks, 55 tackles. Never did develop. And kick return. Ryunosuke Woods, 2,300 kick return yards, 2 kick return touchdowns, 3 punt return touchdowns, and 1,600 yards. Those are your career stats. Let's talk awards because we got cheated. I'm just going to say it now. We got cheated. I wanted to save it for the offseason and talk about it. This man deserved to be the Heisman winner. We all agree with that, right? And it's only because Tyrell Blaze had 1,800 yards. He had 1,800 yards, 26 touchdowns off 102 catches. This man won the Heisman, the Maxwell, and the Biletnikoff. And that's the only reason JCP was not higher than him. Look at that. 1,700 yards on 76 catches. That to me is more impressive. Just saying. Just saying. Walter Camp went to Blaze. Skylar Cofield did take home the Bear Bryant. We saw that. We did not have Mangum up for the Davey O'Brien because I have to play as him. D'Angelo Coco just misses out on the Bednarik. He also just misses out on the Nagurski. We did not have anyone for the Jim Thorpe. However, I think Emmanuel Dobbs next year, I think Emmanuel Dobbs has a chance. That dude is so good. Headley Cantu didn't have the year he had last year, but nearly had 2,000 yards rushing. Crazy. So he just misses out on the Doak Walker. He ran some middle of the field routes. He's a good slant route runner and an in route runner, but I wouldn't put him on any, like, the corner routes are a little iffy because his route running is not crisp enough for corners. What else? Curls, I don't know if you trust his hands enough for a curl. Stuff like that, he is iffy on. He's not just all go routes, but he is majority go routes. He's limited in his route tree. That is his negative. You know, I hate to say it, his comp is Brian Thomas Jr. His comp is Brian Thomas Jr. He's not as big as Brian Thomas Jr. though, so that doesn't really fit entirely, but it's a decent comp. Coco just misses out on the Lombardi. We have no one for the Unitas Golden Arm. Just misses out on Defensive End of the Year. Don't believe we had anyone for the Outland, which we have to go over early signing day as well before we move on because you guys are going to be happy. No one for the Mackey. It was Lembo and Beard fighting for that Broyles Award. We know Lembo won it. He did not get a job, which I'm shocked he was not a head coach at the end of the year. He did not get a head coaching job, but Ryan Beard, of course, we know went to Louisville. Lyle Horner misses out on the Butkus. We have no one for the Remington. Banfield had some kicking problems. Don't believe we've got any 5 stars yet. Ryunosuke Woods wins the Jets. And Cortez Mangum misses out on the Freshman of the Year, which, not really too shocked. Ooh, he took a lot more damage than I thought he did this year. That's worrisome for late in his career. That's okay, though. I think he's only playing 1 to 2 more years with us, so he should be fine. I don't think he makes it to his senior season. I think he leaves before then. I think there's a chance he leaves for the draft next year. Okay. Oh no, we can't talk recruiting yet. I forgot. We're this late that we don't talk recruiting yet. Okay, the carousel. I just want to show you guys the carousel just because. These are the openings right now. And we're not up for any of them because we're too good. And also, I said no. Oh, I can show staff moves. Never mind. Pete Lembo, I don't know how you're here, man. You should not be here. You should be a head coach somewhere. I don't know how they let you slip by, but Ryan Beard is going to Louisville. That's the only move that was made for us. I do not know what other moves were made in the American Conference. You had... Oh yeah, we got Freddie Massey, so he's now here. And then Temple got a new head coach. New OC and head coach in Charlotte. New DC in Temple, new DC in Tulsa. Alright. I mean, we may not be here next year. Who knows? Alright, let's see what the final... what the national championship looks like. It will either be Clemson or Georgia taking on Michigan. I will say, going into that game, I feared Michigan a ton. Because I thought Michigan was 100% tougher than Miami on paper. Outside of quarterback, their team just felt better to me. So it's going to be Georgia, Michigan. So the 9 seed makes it all the way to the national championship to take on the 3 seed. Who do we have winning it? I'm going to say Michigan takes it. The Dogs are good, but I'm going to say the Wolverines are just better. Ethan Barber is a big weapon. It was a tight game against Clemson, 41-38. Georgia because color scheme. You're just going with the black and red. I will say, I think I've said it before, I'm not a big fan of yellow in a color scheme. I don't mind it as a, like, secondary. So, like, the blue and yellow I don't hate, but it's yellow to me is a weird color in most color schemes. Alright. Not really anything to go over outside of that. I think we went over everything else. The one positive is we're going to get moving real quick here. I do think I took care of all red shirts. I have to double check. Because now's my last chance to make sure guys get red shirted that are eligible. Yep, All's not eligible. Shooting's not eligible. Yep, that's everybody that's eligible. Alright. I got all my red shirts taken care of, which is good. So, who wins the national championship is the question. And what will we do in the offseason? Will we have anyone leave is a big question as well. Coach stability goes down because we had a guy leave. Okay. Do you guys want to look at it from the history or do you want to look at it from the bracket? Yeah, I mean, the history at least will give us a reminder of who won before. Man, NC State's only up 25 points over Florida State at halftime. That's not fun. They should be up by more. History, okay. Oh, V-Dub wants the bracket. V-Dub, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you earlier. I wasn't looking over here to see the YouTube chat. How you doing, man? And it is Georgia winning the title 35-14. Mother of God, they killed them. They killed them. So throughout the years, it's been Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Oregon, Miami, and Georgia. Those have been your champions. Those have been your champions. At least we've had a good mix. SEC, Big Ten, Independent with Notre Dame in there. Let's see, the SEC, Big Ten, ACC, Independent. We've had the Big Four. Well, 3 of the Big Four, really. No Big 12 teams have won it. Just a reminder of how the bracket went. You had a lot of upsets in the early rounds. Or I shouldn't say the early rounds. In the quarterfinals, you had almost all upsets. We upset Miami, barely. Michigan upset Auburn, barely. Clemson upset Duke, handedly. And then, of course, we got upset by Michigan. Georgia toppled Clemson barely, and Georgia takes it. I've got a feeling that means we're going to see the Bulldogs on the schedule this year. I've just got this weird feeling. Let's keep moving. Who's ready for the full off season? I will say my plan was to have the rematch against Michigan. Ooh. Ooh. Are both of them going to transfer? Oh, that's going to be a bitch and a half. Oh, they both want to leave. Oh, shit. Okay. I may let Gideon go, because I understand Gideon wanting to transfer out. I'm kind of fine with that, personally. I'm going to try and bring back Chad Haight. Wow. Okay, can I bring back Gideon? Gideon has decided to stay, so we bring back Gideon. However, we don't bring back Chad Haight, so he will be transferring out. I don't think he's going to find a spot to start, but that is legitimately, I'd say, a loss. I liked him a lot as a developmental quarterback. But here goes the last set of the original Texarkana Bandits. And none of them got drafted, which I'm upset about, because this man deserved it. And some of our, keep in mind, also some of our first class is leaving, because Eric Bordeaux was kind of our big get out of that first class. So, I got Rianosuke leaving, Edley Cantu. Oh, I forgot Gaston Valley's leaving. Or Gaston Varley's leaving. So that's edge depth gone. Chase Taylor leaves. Jet White is not drafted? Okay, come on. He's got to go in the 7th round, at least. Isaiah Butler Tanner goes, and Greg Figures along with Lyle Horner. Come on, we have to see a shock. And at least somebody gets drafted. Somebody. Right? This feels like the year somebody's going to get drafted, right? Do we think anybody's getting drafted? Do we think something's going to shock us and we'll see a 7th round pick? Put your votes in now. With our luck, no. I mean, probably with our luck. Nobody does, but I thought Jet White was getting drafted 88 overall. I was like, I felt he was going to be the first guy. Because I believe it's 86 and up is when the chance begins to get drafted. So, we'll see. We will see. Oh. I wouldn't expect Gideon to be here next year. Like, after this season. Alright, before we go to the portal. We got 2 draft picks, baby. The first 2 picks in school history. And they're both transfers. We have not had a homegrown bandit get drafted yet. But Greg Figures goes in the 7th round, which I think that's about right. I would say a late round selection makes sense for him. And you have Jet White going in the 6th round, which once again, I agree with that. I think he struggled on the outside a lot more than he should have. But he actually played pretty well in the slot when I moved him into the slot in the playoffs. I thought he played his best in the slot, which I was very surprised of. But that right there is 2 guys getting drafted. Our first 2 draft picks. Jet White and Greg Figures. First 2 Bandits in the NFL. Where do we think they went? Who selected Jet White and Greg Figures? Well, you guys decide who selected Jet White and Greg Figures. I'm going to see how many guys got drafted out of Michigan. Because I guarantee it's going to be a lot. Yeah. Yeah, Barber was going 1st round. Joel Keenan going 1st round. Karapatis goes 2nd. Odin 2nd, yeah. Yeah, they had a really good roster, and a lot of these guys definitely deserve to be taken as highly. What about Miami? Ooh, Taylor Whitehead. He elected to go to the draft, and he got taken in the 2nd round. Twan Luck also leaves with him. They had a lot of guys. They had a handful of guys leave early. 7th round pick for Brock Schott. Yeah, they had a good chunk of guys leave early. 4 guys leaving early. Any schools you want to look at before we hit the portal? I'll give you guys a chance to possibly look at whatever programs you want to look at. Ooh, uh-oh. Penn State. Alright, we'll look at Penn State. Dude, this cap to the water doesn't want to come off. And kind of annoys me. Alright, we'll look at Penn State. They had 4 guys get drafted. Only 1 guy left early, and Sergey Wing. I mean, nobody later than the 5th round, so. And like always, you get a Penn State running back. To the portal we go. But before we get to who's out there, let's talk about the guys we got. Start with Jamerson Akeem, the 4-star running back, who I don't know if he's going to see playing time early. He may, but 5'9", 202, normal development. So we'll see what his caps look like. That's kind of the key. But normal development, so who knows how good he can truly be. I think he'll definitely be a guy that probably sits most of the year. Unless, you know, I don't feel good about our running back room. Which right now, I kind of feel fine with it. We have 3 guys with fine in there. If there's a running back prospect in the portal, maybe we go after him, but I feel kind of good at running back right now. With Dante Dorsey. Okay. I want you guys to guess. What is Legend Battle's development trait? Because I know Legend Battle's development trait. What do you think his development trait is? Just go to recruiting. This was our big get. He was our top guy. We were able to get him. Ash is saying impact. Keep in mind he is a gem. So it's better than what his star level, you know, it's good for his star level. Keep that in mind. Don't pay any mind to me. I'm just trying to keep up with this NC State game. I'll just go Gamecast. Oh god, they just jumped out to a massive to a massive lead. Now it's a 29-point game. Fuck yeah. Oh man, they were getting beat down there for a bit. Woo! Yeah, this game's over now. Fuck yeah, there you go, State. 32-point lead. You love to see it. Cam Williams, 5 of 11. Now he's starting to look like the transfer we thought we were getting. Alright. Legend Battles. elite development trait. Now, it does depend on what the offensive line looks like, if he's going to start or not. I'm not going to guarantee he's starting. However, I think it'd be hard pressed to say he doesn't have a chance to find a starting spot on the line. Saki Taufa. Star development trait at defensive tackle, which we need that type of guy. We obviously didn't have that guy at defensive tackle this year. Don't know if he's going to be that guy right away because the moves aren't there. The block shed is solid, so I don't know if he's going to start or not there. That's a big question mark, but we'll see. And then Ladarius Otis. I'm not going to lie, I did not remember this. Elite development trait for Ladarius Otis. He's a pass rusher initially. We'll see where he's going to play in the long run. But, yeah. We're pretty good on that defensive front right now. We still got some guys I'm working on. So, Devin Banks we should have locked up. Austin Baber looks good. I mean, this is essentially just a depth move. Yeah, there are still 5 stars on the board. Tyler Akbar. He was one of our guys we had to get. We knew he was a gem. We needed depth at corner. Guess what? Impact development. We'll see what the Caps lay out at. But solid enough player right off the bat. I think he'll be pretty good after probably sitting a year. We are going to look in the portal at corner. For like a number 2 guy, probably. BJ Tobias we lost out on. He was also impact, so not a big loss there. We've got athlete Tevin Barron. Remember, he was the guy who immediately agreed to come to Texarkana. Normal development, we don't know how good he is. We'll find out. As for Jerron Davis, normal development, but he is very good already. He is probably going to start. I would expect him more than likely to play as at least a sub linebacker and get playing time. I already think he's one of our better linebackers already. So, he could even move inside. We'll see. But he more than likely is going to see time at least in sub packages. Wide receiver is weird because we don't have like a massive need. We just kind of need depth to redshirt. So a lot of these guys are here and I'm not probably going to give them a ton of importance. We are still fighting for Marvin Coates, the 5-star running back. So I think we should have him over Boise, personally. It's just me. And we are also still fighting for Dom Shelley, the defensive tackle 5-star. A lot of big name schools in there, but I think we impressed enough. We should have a chance. 4-star Mitch O'Donnell we're still fighting for, along with 4-star safety Marcus Selvia. I really want Randy Tatum. I think he's going to be really good, but I don't think we're going to outdo the programs fighting for him, so we may have to just say no there. I may keep him on the board just to see how good he is when he commits, but I think we're kind of leaving this fight because we're getting outdone by Oklahoma and even Arkansas. Dwayne Devy. I was looking for wide receivers, and I really liked his route running. I don't know how good a lot of these guys are going to be, but, you know, 4-star, not seeing a lot of targets his way. I thought he looked pretty good on paper. Like, the big issue was his run blocking and his pass block finesse. Or his finesse in general. But I thought he looked pretty good overall. I thought he was going to be a guy that was going to have to sit at least a year. But I liked what was there. Especially for a 3-star. And then we've got Philip Beaver, who I only put on here because linebacker is a need. And he's a athlete. So, could play safety, could play linebacker at his size. So, I don't know. But let's jump to the portal. Let's see who's in the portal. And I am immediately going to go in East State. There are no 5-stars from the looks of things. Yeah, no 5-stars in the portal. But you guys know when it comes to the portal, I want to focus on players that legitimately want to come here. Because that is always more important to me when it comes to the portal. Now, we are going to focus on the higher starred guys that want to come here. But I do want to focus on guys that actually want to be here. A lot of running backs that really want to come here. Ooh, a will linebacker. That is very tempting. Now, I might scout some of these guys because we don't need a ton of them. I do want to start... Do I want to start at wide receiver? Or do I want to start at corner? Let me check something real quick. Before we really get into this, I need to know... what spot desperately is going to need it. So we've got 3 quarterbacks on roster. So I don't desperately need a quarterback, but a quarterback wouldn't be bad. I'm not going to worry about it for the most part. 1, 2, 3 running backs on roster. We have Hakeem coming in, probably going to be redshirted. Moats could possibly find his way on. John Fine is a question mark if he even makes the roster. So maybe we look for another back in the portal. I'll take a look at least 1 or 2 of them. We're only losing JCP. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. I will say this much. I don't know if Kyrie makes the roster. Just because I personally think he would transfer. So he may not make the roster. Just to give him a chance to play elsewhere. Stephon Blank is also another guy that I can't guarantee makes the roster. I have to get somebody with speed. We don't have JCP speed on this roster, and we need that. So I need to look in the portal for a guy with speed. Tight end. We're losing these 2. We do have 3 young tight ends. Maybe I look to just see who's there, but I'm probably not going to worry too much about tight end. Left tackle, we're fine. We'll roll with the guys here. We'll roll with the guys here at guard. We know we're good at center. And some of those guys might not even make the roster if we're real. We're good at guard. And we're good overall at tackle. So yeah, I'll worry about the offensive linemen we've got currently on the board. I just need speed. That's the one thing I want, is speed. If I can get speed in hands, that would be nice, but I mainly want speed because we just don't have it. We're good. At that point, we do have a couple edges coming in as well, so I think we'll be fine at edge rusher. Defensive tackle, we are more than fine. Some guys aren't even going to make the roster. We've got a couple linebackers coming in, so I don't think transfers matter here. Corner, we're only losing 1, 2, 4. No, we're losing 2. We have 1 guy currently coming in. Yeah, we definitely have to focus on corner. I need at least 1, if not 2 guys at corner, I think. Because I don't think Akbar starts. And we have at least 1 guy probably coming in at safety, so I'm not too worried there. Okay. Yeah. So, cornerback and wide receiver are really the only positions of desperate need to find something out of the portal. Running back is a possibility, and I think even quarterback's a possibility if we can find a young guy. So, let's do this. I definitely needed to check that. Because I was probably going to look at guys I didn't have to. So, any state. We want interest. Oh, this prospect list, not transfer portal. Never mind. I mainly want to look at the portal. State. We want, right now, corner first is what I'm going to start with. Because we need to bring in at least 1 guy at corner. Ew. So none of the 4-star corners want to come here. That sucks. I want to know what the deal breaker is. Pro potential, or playing style, pro potential, playing style, playing style, playing style. So it's just playing style and pro potential and then brand exposure. Okay. So it's stuff that I'm not really too terribly surprised at. Okay. So let me look at the guys that actually want to come here. So we've got Coach Prestige, Championship Contender, and Coach Prestige. We know we're good on all 3 of those. I wouldn't say our defense was worse than Burnt Toast, but it wasn't great at times. I'm going to bring you 3 in to the situation. 294. Damian Wells, I definitely need to look at you. Ooh, Manny Man. Manny Man. Looks to get picks. So we've got 2 guys here who are freshmen, so that's nice to see. Okay, let's look at them real quick, because I am going to do a lot more than I normally do with the transfer portal guys. I'm going to scout mainly because I need to. Let me make sure these guys get their points before I do anything. Schedule this visit. I think week 2 is probably the good one here. It is going to be championship contender. That's the easy one. And right now, hard sell. I did do the math on this one, and it's a hard sell. I'm just going to live with just the hard sell currently. Same situation with you. I'm going to bring you in. Probably week 3 is a better opportunity. Hard sell. Actually, even more of a hard sell for you. Alright, let me worry about these corners now. He's William Regals, he's a man gimmick. I'd be down with it. Alright, we are well ahead of everybody, it seems like, for Eric Morey. Okay. Right now, I'm not too excited. I like the press, and the change of direction's nice. Yeah, no. For a junior coming in, no. We'd get 1 year of you, and that's not good enough. I was worried seeing 63 zone. Okay, Manny Man. Okay. Okay, he's interesting. Especially as a freshman, I'm intrigued. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Frederick Thomas. Yeah, I might have to say no on Thomas. Wells, I got some high hopes for you. Oh. Yep. There's our guy. There's our guy. Okay, these are the two I'm going after. They're not, like, certified plug and plays. I think Wells, if he takes the right step forward, is a definite plug and play guy. We'll go 25 on each to start. Also, for now, on these guys, I want to make sure I just schedule some visits. Yeah, we'll bring you in. Well, can I bring you in on a complimentary visit? Yes, I can in week 2. Switch prestige. There we go. If I can get some complimentary visits, I need to get those complimentary visits. There we go. I'll bring you in on week 4 then. Maybe playing style. Let's go 25. I'm trying to balance this out as best I can. Alright. I'm just going to go 5 on you for now. Actually, you don't, I think, even need any. Whoops. I'm fucking up. I'm pressing too many buttons, trying to go too quick. Ooh, complimentary visit in week 4. You'll have already committed by that point to somewhere, but I'm bringing you in nonetheless. Because it's a complimentary help for the other player. So, I think I'm only going to go 10 here right now, and we'll see how that works. Alright. I think as of right now, probably the best I can do for a lot of these guys. I'm not even going to bother with you right now. So let's go back to the portal, and we'll check wide receiver. Running back will definitely have a pick of the litter, it looks like. Which is nice to see. Makes me feel good as a man who, you know, loves his running backs. Oh. So. Hey! Excuse me. Pretty possession's not what we're looking for. I'm looking for a specific style of receiver here. And I don't know if it's really here. There it is. So, Anthony Edmonds. It's so weird, too. He's almost an exact copy, size-wise. I'm going to look at all of these 4-stars that are interested in us. There's your exact copy. 6 foot 188. Almost an exact copy. Okay, those are the 4 receivers we're taking a look at. So we will also go to running back. We know we are quite the fan favorite at running back. So, we have Connor Cotton. That's... I don't know how I feel about that being your name. Tobias Willie. Nate Slay. That's a great name. So the best guy here seems to be Calvin Hurt. So we'll look at him. He also has us number 1 on his board, which helps. Fonzo Conrad, Nick Wells. I will say, I very much like the elusive bruiser archetype. So I do want to take a look at Nick Wells as well. But the top back currently available is Calvin Hurt, and he has us number 1 on his board. Oh, man. I'm kind of sad we don't get a shot at Dom Sanders. That's such a good name. Fuck. Alright. Let's go take a look at these handful of players we just add to the board. So it starts with Edmonds. We're looking for a speedster at wideout. I love that 86 release. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I don't think I need to see any more. So I'm going to start looking at the other guys. Lee Lambeau, which I love that name. Ooh, you don't have the speed I want. I really like the hands, but you don't have the speed. I'm not going to take them off the board yet, because I want to look at everybody. Once again, not the speed I'm looking for. You're a sophomore, right? Oh, you are. Oh. Yeah, okay. I found our guy. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, these other guys are getting booted. Not to mention, Anthony Edmonds has us highest on his board. So I'm going to throw our attention at him. I've got to know. That route running is great. The spec catch is amazing. The speed is exactly what we need. This is our guy. This is our guy. We are throwing the house at him. And we are making it a priority to bring in Anthony Edmonds to take over that JCP role. Ooh, 95 change direction. The 88 carrying is very nice. The break tackle, he's not going to break a lot of tackles. Good to know. But that definitely could be our third down guy right now. Because we really don't have that. I think Dante Dorsey would be that. I don't know if I want to risk it currently. Nick Wells. Yeah, no, I don't like it. I thought I was going to like him more. I really did. I like the elusive bruiser archetype. Because normally you can get some speed with good carrying. I'm not huge on that. That's no better than what we have in Eric Wells right now. Conveniently. Yeah. I think we know our guys. Okay, do we want to look at quarterbacks? I'll let you guys decide that. Do you think we're fine at quarterback, or should we go looking? I think we need more dramatic music. Now that we're in the portal, I'm going to change up the music. Let's go. Actually, let's go this one. I think this one works. Is it late night drive? Yeah, we'll roll this. Alright. Oh, gotta take care of that. Alright, let's go looking. Whoops. Let's just see what's in the portal. I'm not going to go crazy at quarterback. It's got to be a freshman. I'm probably not going to be looking at anything other than a freshman quarterback. Like Caden Dukes. A little undersized in my opinion, but you know. Ooh. Colby Reisner. Pocket passer, not really what I look for. Nathan McNabb. He's a junior, though. LaMarcus Etienne. David. Bruh, you ain't coming here. You ain't starting, I can tell you that. I'm not looking at you. I like that there's a 4-star quarterback that likes us, but, like, do you not know who we have? You not heard of Cortez Mangum? I think I'm going to look at LaMarcus Etienne. Look at him, and we'll look at... Probably look at Kobe Reisner. I think those are the best two. For, like, our developmental guy. Oof. Oof. Even for a developmental guy, that's not great. That's better. Still not great. Yeah, I might just look for maybe a guy to redshirt. Yeah. Let's go ahead and look just for a freshman to redshirt. Because I'm sure there's a quarterback somewhere that's interested. Yep. Got a couple. There's a 3-star right here. He's got no offers from Arkansas. We can stay in state. I always do like staying in state. DeJoshua Middlebrooks. That's a great name, though. Whew. Talk about a good name. Go get Leon Smith out of Wyoming. Yeah. Let's go get this young man from Arkansas. Let's go stay in state for this young man. Timothy Samia. I've already scouted you. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, sure. Take the offer, kid. We've got the advantage, so I'm not going to put any more points on him. So the rest of the points go elsewhere. Which I think works perfectly fine right now. So those are our big two. I want to make sure these guys are sitting at 50. I'm not overly, focused on these guys, but I'm going to put a few points on them. Also, if I can get some complimentary visits, I'm not against it. Nope. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. Still got 90 points to work with. Pull up your point total. I'll just put 10 on you for now. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to take a chance and try and fight for Tatum or not? Because we've got some points left. there any way I can... Ooh, that week 2 visit is too good to not bring him in. I'm going to do it. I'm going to at least bring him in for that visit. You know what? No, you guys do have other guys with offers. So, where's the guys that have no offers on them? Yeah, I'm going to take yours back. Whoops. Because if I can actually, you know, make an argument here. Yeah, I have to actually fight for that one. Oh, Barber's got nothing on him, so there we go. There, I can get 40. Although I think, if I remember properly, he doesn't have a good enough situation for a hard sell. See, it's A+, D+, and B. That might be good enough. Let's go to the calculator. A+, B, D+. That is good enough for the hard sell. It does math out the hard sell. I did not think it mathed out the hard sell. Alright, I'm going to take a chance on this. We can actually pull this off. That would be big. But I don't think we will. Okay. That's our first week of Portal done. We're more focused really on actual freshman recruits than Portal this year. Just got to get that speed thread at wideout. I think we're in a nice spot. Let's do this. This is always the part of the stream that takes the longest because I get into it. Okay. We're second for Tatum. We've actually moved up for Tatum. How are we looking? I'd say we've got Banks locked up. Yeah, they've also pulled his offer. So I'm gonna, weaken ours. Ooh. Okay. So Hawaii's making a fight. We should have Zenter. I mean, we should have Coates. I'm not really thinking we won't get him. I'm going to take the 10 away because Boise pulled their offer anyways. Interesting here. A lot of offers being pulled. I am going to keep the 50 on him, though. Ooh! And now we're the only dog in the fight for O'Donnell? Oh, that's shocking. And a couple of offers have been pulled for Selvia. We are the only dog in the fight for Tatum. Wow, the portal just changed everything for the freshman recruits. We're the only offer on Manny Man. Okay, it's going to be a brawl, isn't it? I'll bring him in week 4. We have a lot of guys coming in. What is your Coach Prestige is your thing, so I know that Coach Prestige is going to be big for him, so we'll just go straight Coach Prestige. And we'll send the house right now. Yeah. I had a feeling he was going to be the one we had to fight for. Oh, shit. Buffalo doesn't want to see him go. Or, I'm sorry, Colorado doesn't want to see him go. Conference Prestige, we know. I'm hoping it's something that we can do really well at, but I'm worried here. Okay. I get you in for a visit. Week 3 might be our best bet. Yeah. What's your thing? Playing style. Sweet. Bring you in for that. Okay. Cool. Now the rest is just giving out some points. I am curious, prospect list wise. There are some other portal guys here. Pac-12 was calling for Texarkana. Can you confirm or deny the rumors? I can confirm there were talks with other conferences. That's all I can confirm. There were talks with Power 4 conferences. That's all I can confirm. I will not confirm nor deny specific conferences. However, I can confirm there were talks with Power 4. Yeah, I think I'm going to sit on anyone else. Yeah, I think I'm going to let our homegrown talent kind of speak for itself. God, it feels weird that I'm going to let the homegrown talent speak for itself this time around. Dude, Legend Battles, including Transfer Portal, is still a top 100 player. That's crazy. And he's ours. He's ours. I will say middle linebacker is a position I would not mind looking at. I might take a gander at a transfer portal linebacker. just to see if there's a really good one. Let's see. There is at least a 4-star. Yep. He's already gotten an offer from Bama, though. I don't know if we can win that. I'll look at both of them. And these are going to be the only two I kind of look at. Oops. All right. I like the awareness. I like the play rec. This would be a 1-year starter. Oh, you're very good. You are slow, which I am iffy on that, but that coverage skill. It's hard to find those type of coverage skills. Man with more speed and just as good zone. Yeah, you know what? As good as Marquez is, I'm going Aguayo. I'm going to bring in Hugo Aguayo. Or Udo, I thought was a G. I'm going to bring in Udo Aguayo to fight for that starting spot. We won't go crazy hard on him right now, but I definitely am going to give him a chance. Alright. Rest of the points go to everybody else. 25 on Beaver. 25 on Devi. We'll just max you out at 50. A plus, C. That is going to be a hard sell. I feel good about our recruiting right now. I feel really good about it. I feel a lot better now than I did like 15 minutes ago. I can say that much. Okay. We'll just do this. Oh, did they pull? They did pull out of you. I didn't realize they pulled the scholarship from him. Do this much for you. Actually, I could put 50 on everybody at this rate. And I might just do it. Yuck it. Yeah, I think at this rate I can put 50 on everybody. And this will be our entire recruiting class. Which, I will say, it will mean some guys are not going to make the roster, which I am going to get rid of some probably just because they'd have a better chance to play elsewhere. And I feel like certain guys would transfer that haven't transferred. One specifically is Kyrie Brown. I feel like he would have transferred this offseason. I'll go with my main man. I'll put 25 on you. Yeah. We've only got 35 left, so I'll put 10 on a handful of these guys. I'm going to save these visits for the big names now. If I can, because we're running out of visits. I'm going to schedule yours next week. Go 10 for you. And then 5 for you. There we go. Okay. We're moving. May take me a while to go, but... Oh, I love seeing that. First. Fantastic. Yeah, I am curious because it looks like there's some issues that have come along with deal breakers. Oh, Coach Prestige is a B. Why is Coach Prestige a B? That makes no sense why our Coach Prestige is a B. Oh, Conference Prestige is a B. I read that entirely wrong. Ooh. Ooh, oh no. Dear Lord. We might lose out on Damian Wells. I'm going to have to go back to the corner portion of things, it looks like. Well, first, let me schedule your visit. I think this week's probably the best week to bring you in, because no complimentary visits either way. I don't know what's going to be good. I'm going to go one-on-one coaching. I feel like Coach Prestige is going to be important for him. So I'm just going to do that and hope. We do have Calvin Hurt coming in this week. I'm going to have to try and get some visits in that'll work. Ooh, things just got iffy now. We're going to get Randy Tatum. That's awesome. Oof. Good thing I have you visiting this week. And Marvin Coates is a surefire bet. Ooh, they have him coming in for a visit this week. That could be iffy. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back to the well in the transfer portal at corner to find a guy. Please tell me I can schedule a visit here. Thank God. Proximity to home, baby. Cool. Can I do another one? Offensively. Doesn't look like it. Damn. Okay. Let's go to the portal. Fuck. Okay, corner, any state. I'm looking at any and everything at this point. Show me a corner. Okay, that's Akbar. This is Lester Keenan. Okay, maybe. He's graded higher than some transfers. I do like the boundary corners. The only bad part is they're not great slot guys. Yeah. I'm going to go with that top guy because he's got us high on his board. But he's got us 5th. Nobody's offered. Might as well take a look at him if I haven't already, which I don't think I have. Nope. Lester Keenan. That's not starter potential, Keenan. Yeah, I've got to go to the portal. I've got to find a guy in the portal. Because Damian Wells was my target to, you know, start. Manny Man was kind of, you know, sit, learn type of guy. Okay. You've got a corner out of Illinois with no targets. I'm interested there. Sam Rambo, that's a great name. And again. Yeah, I think I'll do this one guy and we'll go from there. Because given I'm cool with having to, you know, try and recruit more corners next year. If this guy is any good, at least we'll have a number 2. 84 catching. That's crazy. Yeah. Yep. That's starter caliber, if you ask me. Offer the scholarship. And I now have to take you off the board. We know that we're kind of in the lead for you, so I don't have to worry there. We're in the lead for you, so I'm not going to overly worry there. Now I can give 50 to this guy. Oh, Lord. We are in a fight. Not what I anticipated. I can say that much. Yeah, okay. Might get rid of some of these. Well, nope, we're still the lone team there. How many guys are visiting in week 3? I need to know. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 visits. I'm pretty sure we've already got 4 visits set with Shelly. Yep. So I think I've only got 1 visit remaining, and that's in week 4. And I can't do a corner because that would hurt Damian Wells' visit if he even makes it there. Yeah, alright. Well, that's just going to be how we have to leave it, I think. Fuck. I really wanted to get that visit in. Okay. Well. It is what it is. I think that's how we have to live. Where are we currently in top classes, out of curiosity? Dear Lord, we're a lot further down than I thought. 61. 5 4 stars, 2 3 stars. Only 7 recruits so far. Alright. Let's do this next week. Big week right here. Oh. And there is the first 5-star commitment in school history. Running back Marvin Coates out of Painesville, Kentucky. Paintsville, not Painesville. We also get Randy Tatum, so there's a young guard. We get another nice young offensive lineman to boost this offensive line room. We also add safety Devon Banks out of Aurora, Colorado. So 3 big commitments. We are still second for Damian Wells. He is not committed yet, which is the most important part of that, which means he will be here for the visit. So that visit did not go great with Hawaii, it looks like. So Dom Shelley, we still lead for, and it looks like as long as everything goes the way it's been going, we will have another 5-star recruit. Mitch O'Donnell is ours. We still currently lead for Selvia. He visits today, so I assume we're going to get the commitment there. Devi, we lead for. I would assume we get him. Philip Beaver, I assume we get him. Manny, man, it's coming down to it. Hot damn. Oh, I wish I could have brought him in for a visit. We may not get the transfer out of Pinkerton, Ohio. It's going to be really close. Damian Wells, it really comes down to this visit. We have a lot of helpful visits in there. Oh, no. The visit didn't do enough? Fucking Nebraska has topped us? Gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. Things have just gotten very intriguing. Whoops. I meant to go to wide receiver. Oh, these are recommended. I want a state. I may go looking at prospect list of wide receiver, but I noticed they have the pipeline, which is the issue. I don't think we're going to get him now. And now I need to go looking for another speedster. I don't think we're going to have that speed next year, which is going to hurt the offense. I don't think it'll neuter it, but I definitely think it's going to hurt us. There's nothing in the portal now. Fuck, man. God, it really fucking sucks that we're just kind of here now in this rough spot. I really thought we were going to win him over. I really thought we were going to get him. I thought that visit was hopefully going to lock him in, and it did not. I'm going to see if there's a, like, maybe speedster out there still. Gadget. Route artist. Gritty possession. Gritty possession. I'm not seeing any speedsters. That really hurts our chances of replacing JCP the way I wanted to. Oh, we got one. Nate Spangler. He's going to go to VT, though. He's got an offer, so I don't want to get in that fight that late. Now, there is always a chance that we get some good development, and that can kind of help us replace that speed. But we'll see. 5'9", 195, so you are probably all speed. Whoops. I'm not excited. God, I wanted Anthony Edmonds so much, man. Because given he's a sophomore too, so we'd get 2 years with him. Please, just show me speed. That's actually not terrible for freshman incoming. 90 speed. It's not a full replacement, but it's good for a freshman. He's all speed, nothing really else. He can run the deep routes, which is kind of, you know, what he's here to replace. I will offer the scholarship because we don't have that. This is going to lead to a lot of guys leaving. You're going to probably see a lot more freshmen this year. Fuck it. Just throw the 50 on him. That was JCP year 1. You're not wrong. His hands were awful. Okay. Here we go. It's our last hope. I've put in kind of all the points I can on some of these guys. I will just top off everybody who's not at 50 to 50. Just because we have the points and we might as well. Just bring in everybody that's on our board at this point. If we can. Now, I think we're bringing in the hometown boy no matter what. Oh, and I did want to bring you in for the visit because that would help. Yeah. And can up this to 50. Okay. We still have 40 points left over. This is it. Wish us luck. Last week of recruiting. Overall, I think it's a good class. We've got a couple of 5 stars for the first time in school history. It's just, what is this team going to look like offensively is the question now. Mitch O'Donnell, welcome to Texarkana. Marcus Selvia from Glen St. Mary, Florida. Welcome to Texarkana. Timothy Samia from Little Rock, Arkansas. The hometown boy, technically, because we took over Arkansas State. Austin Baber. I have not seen a certain defensive tackle yet, and I'm scared. Ty Zentner. Dom Shelley, the 5-star defensive tackle out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. This is probably going to lead to me cutting some young guys, but that's huge. Dwayne Devy out of Englewood, Colorado. We do get Calvin Hurt, as we expected. That one was a big get. We're seeing a lot of receivers. Not the one we want. Philip Beaver. We also got Udo Aguayo. Okay, we got Kyle Ariesman. We got Joe Walters as well. We missed out on a couple guys. Hot damn, we missed out on more than I expected. We did not get either of our transfer portal corners that we wanted. Corner is a necessity next year. Damian Wells is headed to Tennessee. Manny Man is headed to Cincinnati. And Anthony Edmonds is headed to Nebraska. God, that is legitimately some big losses there. I want to look at them first before we look at the rest of our class to see what we missed. First, Manny Man. God, I wanted to make the joke, man. Why didn't you come here? Normal development. So not the biggest loss. I'll be fine with it. Normal development for Damian Wells as well, but I thought he was a very solid corner right off rip. So, you know, I liked him a lot. That 91 speed is very helpful. And the biggest loss. Please tell me your impact or lower. Fuck me. Star development, Anthony Edmonds. Would have been the perfect replacement for JCP. Would have given us that speed threat on the outside. Would have kept Clark Myers in the slot. That one sucks. That one legitimately sucks. Alright. So let me get rid of these boys. And we will talk fully about the Texarkana Bandits and the Texarkana Bandits only. So, we already went over a lot of this class. We went over Akeem, Battles, Taufa, Otis. But we haven't gone over Banks. Devin Banks, normal development. I didn't expect him to be crazy. So, just a, body there to hopefully develop into something. Austin Baber. Normal development. Kind of expected. Once again, body to hopefully develop. We talked about Akbar. We talked about Barron. Talked about Davis. Now we get the names we don't know. Harvey Chirador. Normal development. I love his catching ability. The route running needs work. He's not fast. This is a project. Ty Zentner. His hands are great. His route running is good. His speed is solid. This is a guy we can hopefully get going early. If he can just make the easy catches, he could be a legitimate big weapon. Especially at 6'2", 199. Impact development as well, which is nice. Okay. We are going to have to see how much he plays year one. This is your tandem with Dante Dorsey. Maybe not next year, but the year after. Running back is not a problem. Running back is not a problem. Marvin Coates is here. And what is that? I don't remember what his deal breaker was, but I knew we were very good at it. I believe it was Coach Prestige. I believe. Or conference or championship contender. So, big positive there. Now, Dom Shelley. Impact development. Was hoping for better. I was hoping for at least star, but I'll take it. He's already very good, and he gives me what I've been wanting, which is the strong, powerful defensive tackle. I think you're going to see Dom Shelley start week 1. So, that's why I said we'll see how much Coates plays. We'll see how much he plays this year. He is going to see time. I don't know if it's going to be a lot, but he's going to see time. Mitch O'Donnell, normal development. I'm not too mad about that. Once again, he's very good at things right now. In my opinion, he's a left tackle, not a right tackle, and I'm going to move him as such. So, Marcus Selvia, impact development. Another body there at safety. Gives us more depth there. This is why I wanted Randy Tatum. This is why I wanted Randy Tatum. We now have not one, but 2 elite development interior linemen. I am ecstatic for the future of this offensive line. We have not had a dominant offensive line. We've had some good pieces, but no one who was certified dominant. We now have 2 interior pieces who can be people movers. Dwayne Devey, impact development. He's just solid all around. He also can throw the football. Clark Myers replacement down the line. Philip Beaver, once again, we needed depth at linebacker. That's why he's here. And we'll also see what other positions he could play, because he could play safety or maybe even corner at his size. Calvin Hurt, star development. He is a 2-year guy. We'll see how long he's here. He is probably going to tandem with Eric Wells this year, and we'll have that kind of 3-headed monster. I think with him, Wells, and Dorsey. So I'm interested to see how that works. Timothy Samia, normal development, but he's here to be the developmental guy. Udo, impact development. We'll see if he starts or not. It's going to be a fight for that starting spot at middle linebacker this year. Kyle Ayresman, impact development, and he is probably going to start. We don't have like a certified starter outside of Emmanuel Dobbs, so that's that situation. And finally, Joe Walters. Boy, you're here to learn. Become the next speed threat. So, that is our class. I think it's a very solid class. It certainly was not as dominant as I was hoping in the long run, but we were able to pull in 2 nice 5-star prospects, one better than the other. But the big thing is the offensive linemen. I think they were the biggest positives. We also did get Ladarius Otis, who has a bright future at pass rusher, and we are flush at pass rusher. So, where are we in top classes? Now that everything has come to a close, we have a top 20 class. We are number 16 in the nation. Brought in 23 players, 12 3-stars, 9 4-stars, and 2 5-stars. I'm excited to see what we look like next year. And we lost, I believe, 15 players. Close to that, maybe 10. Somewhere in the realm of 10 to 15. So we replaced those guys. We're going to have to make a couple cuts, but I don't think it's going to have to be a ton. I don't think we're going to have to cut as many as I thought we were going to have to cut. All right. So we will, of course, start an athlete. Ladarius Otis. He is a 73 at both edge spots. He's not big enough, in my opinion, to play defensive tackle. He will probably play... I need to look at who plays left and who plays right, because I believe right is the weaker side currently. No, left is the weaker side. Okay, yeah, he's going to play left because Fabian Vines, I don't think, is here next year. Oh, no, he's not. He's a senior. Monte Weaver could leave as well, depending on his development. I think he could go pro, so we definitely need that depth on the left side. So, Ladarius Otis, you will be a left side edge rusher. Philip Beaver. He's a better safety than he is linebacker, but barely. It may be one of those situations where I have to look at our linebacker play first and figure out from there. Ooh, 84 overall. I did not think you were that good. That's actually great. So, Mechie's going to fight him for that starting role. And I will say this much. I do think Baskerville is probably not going to make the roster, as much as that hurts me. You guys are going to get a chance to fight for a spot. And Fino might not make the roster. We are in a very interesting spot where good players are going to have to go elsewhere. All right. I think our weak point right now is probably more in the middle than it is anywhere. I have to look at safety as well before I make a move on him. Oh, wow. Sylvia, 75? That's so much better than I thought you were going to be. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put him at strong safety or at free safety. I'm going to put him at free because we don't have much depth outside the seniors there. Oh. What? And then Barron. I mean, I 100% thought you were a pure linebacker. Because 88 speed. I don't remember what his zone coverage is. Well, we don't know. Yeah, we actually don't know what you are. 61 man, you ain't playing corner. 77 tackle, 88 speed. Bro, I'm going to put you in middle linebacker for now. And we'll check what your coverage is. Yeah, I'm going to keep him here. I think this fits his skill set better. Yep. Okay. Cool. Now, okay, so you get a little bit of an increase plan inside. Now, I will move these guys around probably just on the depth chart, more so than at their spots here. Also, Davis is our best outside linebacker. So that is fucking awesome. Right off rip, he is essentially a starter. And he probably will be a starter. Even with these guys probably topping him in overall. Okay. Cornerback. This is what the room looks like. It is sparse, to say the least. We will be recruiting heavy at corner. Hindi, Smin, Manuel Dobbs, Brian Robbins, Zavala. I don't know if anyone's seen the red shirt. Maybe Akbar or Barba, but we're going to need this depth as possibilities. They're not going to see the red shirts. Oh, no, we're not going for 2 or 1 stars. Unless there's like a magical, gem we find, but that's about the only way I'd ever even touch them. Safety, we have a lot of depth now, which is nice. Quarterback, we've got 4 guys here. Have a lot of running backs. I don't think Fine makes the roster. That's just a guess, given that Hakeem is a 78, Dorsey's currently a 78, 89 on 81 on Wells, 82 on Coates, and 89 on Hurt. I will say this: I think Eric Wells could get cut next year. Could be a guy that I let go because he doesn't fit here anymore, and we're going in a different direction type of thing. But yeah, I think Fine definitely has lost his roster spot. We have a lot of running backs. We do have to get a fullback. We're going to have to get a new fullback. So, we have 2 current senior receivers. I think Kyrie Brown will be leaving. This is a guy to watch this year. Devontae Vaughns. Definitely a guy to keep your eyes on. Devin Washington. Shine there late in the year. You got Hops, who hopefully takes a step. Devi could see time as a freshman. Yeah. Wide receiver's an interesting room. It's an interesting room as wide receiver right now. Because I definitely think 1 or 2 of these guys aren't making the roster. Mainly because we're just stacked here. Tight end, I'm going to have to at least recruit just to get some guys to redshirt. Left tackle is old now. Ooh, we are going to have to recruit some tackles. That's definite. But we do have one guy who needs to move over there. You are a left tackle, not a right tackle to me. So move to left tackle, O'Donnell. But we do still have Dante Blade. Could play left tackle this year. We will see. But we are definitely going to have to pay attention to some of these offensive line spots next year. Oh, we're going to pass the ball. Don't you think this is a running offense? Like, we're still going to run the ball 20 times, 25 times a game. But this is a passing offense. This is Cortez Mangum's team. I mean, I didn't like Carruthers' play last year. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably cutting Carruthers. I didn't think he played well last year in the little bits of time he played. I'm not going to lie, we're probably going in a different direction there. He's going to have to prove to me in the workouts. Because I liked Tony Torres. He started the whole season. I thought he played well. But now we have Legend Battles. Who knows if he's going to start? We'll see. But... ooh, I don't know who's starting on that other side. We're going to have a fight at guard to see who starts on the left side. Fabian Vine's going to stay there. I really like our edge depth. I really like our edge depth. And I will say, Monte may move full-time to defensive tackle. I may move him full-time to defensive tackle to allow for our edge depth to be able to actually rotate better. I just 271's very light still for me at defensive tackle. He's a good pass rushing tackle, but no, he doesn't. He starts at a 75. Wow, Shelley's a 79. Mercer, you're going to have to show up. We have 2 freshmen that might start over you. Yeah, some of these young guys fighting for roster spots. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, maybe I won't move Monte off his position, but I may, in the depth chart, put him at sole defensive tackle. Him and Don Shelley would be a damn good tandem, though. Fuck it. Fuck it, we're doing it. Monte Weaver is moving full-time to defensive tackle. So that now puts our edge depth at 7, which I still like it. And Monte can still place him on the edge if need be. But that means that Ladarius Otis might see time. Or we're going to see more of Billy Burns and Demario Rudder. And that now gives us a lot more depth at defensive tackle. We have a lot of defensive tackles. Okay. So, that's all the movement I'm going to do. I'm very intrigued to see how this team looks after workouts. Let's move on. We do also, remember, have to do numbers, captains, schedule. We have a good chunk still to do today. Dante Blade and Emmanuel Dobbs don't like the conference prestige all that much. Oh my god, 85 for Emmanuel Dobbs, excuse me. Training results. We're going to go position by position, but I do see +7 for a certain top player. At quarterback, you knew he was putting the work in. You knew. It wasn't a question of if, it was how much. So, my worry is that he could go pro this year. At 88, maybe he doesn't. I don't think he's going to be here his senior season. I'll just say that much. Cortez Mangum sees a jump. He gets a stronger arm. His short accuracy goes up +6. +6 medium, +6 deep. +6 throw on the run, +5 under pressure. I love it. He didn't get any faster. He stays at an 81. But I'm good with that. That's already just the big boost. You love to see it. Gideon goes up to a 76. And Austin Peters goes up to a 68. Oh, wow. Gideon now actually has some speed at 79. Okay. So, the running back room. Disappointed. What did you do during workout? Yes. Yeah, that's exactly how he answered. Like, so, did you do anything specific? It's like, they were like, so how was the workout? Did you feel like you definitely upgraded in certain areas? Yes. What areas? Yes. I will say Eric Wells, I was hoping was going to see a bigger jump. I'm not going to lie. It's all going to depend. I'm going to practice with these guys. If Dante Dorsey feels faster, Eric Wells is going to be the third back. Yeah, I wouldn't even call him entirely our third down back anymore, or our power back anymore. I think Dante Dorsey's taking over there. That's disappointing, man. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Eric Wells really just disappointed me. Yeah, freshmen. Freshman players don't have workouts. Transfers do because Calvin Hurt put in that work. I'm very happy about that. +4 carrying, which is very nice. I think he also worked on his hands a bit, if I saw that right. He did. He knew where he was going. Meet your new third down back. Calvin Hurt is going to be our primary and third down back. No, we're not doing live practices. I might one day do some streams where I actually practice with the team just to get an idea of things. But those would be very short streams. They'd be like an hour. They wouldn't be very long. Maybe next year we'll do it. But, like next Dynasty, but not this season. Hey, Valami Bush at least put in something. He's a fullback. He knows his job. Okay. I can say I'm disappointed, but he's maxed out. So, he doesn't have a lot of work to put in. I also do need to see. I want to know. He's not even capped out. His quickness is capped. His elusiveness can go higher. His hands can go higher. His power can go all the way up. Holy shit. Calvin Hurt can get a lot. He may be the best running back we've ever had. And Headley Cantu was great. Yeah, college football 27. I still have to decide where I'm going to place a team builder team. But I want to know, Dorsey, how did you do with your caps? Okay, you filled them a bit. You didn't go crazy. Yeah, you're never going to be our third. You're never going to be like our best third down back, I don't think. He is going to be good, though. He's going to be a good tandem partner. Very excited. Fictional landed. No, Delaware's got a team. Delaware's got a team. I mean, unless we took over the Blue Hens. Like, if I replace the Blue Hens, then I could do the fictional land of Delaware. Which, that would be interesting, because we'd be able to recruit the tri-state area while also recruiting, like, mid-Atlantic. It'd be a very interesting recruiting area. Because we're close enough to New Jersey and New York to recruit there, but we're also very close to Maryland and Virginia, so we can get the mid-Atlantic. So that's just weird. That's a weird recruiting. Alright. Kyrie, I'm probably gonna let you go elsewhere because I will say Jimmy Keane decided, hey, I'm not taking shit. This man had a massive workout. I'm gonna change the music just because now we're talking about how good this team is. So let's put some positive music up. How about try and think if I want to go instrumental or not. Yeah, let's go this one. Oh my god, your caps are so much better than I thought they were. Ooh. Okay. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Jimmy Keane just took over the Kyrie Brown role. Yeah. Like, I like Kyrie, but I think we're going in a different direction. I'm going to let him go elsewhere, I think. And Jimmy Keane's going to step right into that role. Oh my god, that is a great offseason for Jimmy Keane. Oh, we have some other things to talk about here too. Because I talked about possibly getting rid of Stephon Blank. This man decided to put some work in too. I will say this, Devontae Vaughn's, I'm disappointed in. Because I was hoping his speed would go up a bit more. I was hoping he'd hit 90 or close to it. This is your Falcon replacement, remember? He's not the fastest dude, but he's got the route running in the hands. His hands are fantastic. I will say, I wonder if the weight he put on changed up his caps. Because he put on 6 pounds. So I do wonder if that changed his caps. David Hobbs, that's disappointing, man. I had high hopes for you this season. Ooh. Oh, I feel like your caps went down. I feel like you were a better route runner than that in the long run. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. No, Vaughn's can't be let go. He's one of our better players right now. I will say Hobbs might. I'm very disappointed in David Hobbs. I think Stephon Blank really put in some work, though. I'm very surprised at Stephon Blank and the work he put in, yeah? Yeah, man. I give him a lot of credit. I had him returning kicks just to give him some playing time, and he took that to heart and said, I want to get better at it. So give him some credit. All right. The wide receiving room outside of Keene just did not live up to expectations for their workouts. Okay, I wasn't expecting much out of the tight end room, if I'm being honest. So I can't say much there. But these guys put in some work. This is a battle to see who takes that top spot. So I can't tell you who's going to start here until I get some practice in with them. But being 6'6", 228, Micah Robinson does have the increased chance. Also, who's a better blocker? That's another chance that'll help you. Oh! Mac McDuffie is the best blocker of the bunch. We'll see. I'm so proud of these two right here. They put in the fucking work in the offseason. This is a fight for the left tackle job. I think right now, looking at that pass block, Henry Jennings has the upper hand, but I'm going to let him battle it out for it. Yeah, I would argue he definitely has the upper hand, but they're going to fight for it. Good on both of those two. I will say, Crozier would play right tackle if I elected to go Dante Blade at left. Ooh. I'm not happy with the work at left guard. I'll give Merritt credit as well as Mangum. They put in work. I wanted more out of Manuel Cave. It's definitely not his job immediately. Once again, I'm going to figure out who the best player is at left guard, and they're going to play. It's not guaranteed to be Manuel Cave. Okay, Titus, what work did you put in? That's the question. I'm not sure I'm happy enough with it, if I'm being honest. Oh shit. That was emergency vehicle. Oh, everything's okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at Steven Rawls over here. He's got an argument. He's not the strongest guy, but his blocking ability is great. There's definitely question marks here. Nothing's set in stone at center. That's what I want to see these young guys put in work. That's what I want to see. I want to see the young guys put in the fucking work. Thank you, Tyreek Hepburn. Thank you. Tyreek puts in the work. He knows he's starting. It's his second year as a starter, and he put in the fucking work. 10 lead block. Hot damn. Good job, Tyreek Hepburn. Hell, even Jalen Christmas. Good job. Good job, Jalen Christmas, putting in the effort too here. Mainly to his blocking. Okay, everybody put some work in here. Not a ton here, but everybody put some work in. Well, you can't tell me Dante Blade wasn't thinking I'm playing left tackle this season. 91 pass block. Yeah, this man literally said I'm the left tackle this year. Yeah, Dante Blade will play left tackle this year. That's locked in now. Now, Jennings and Crozier are fighting for the right tackle spot. Yeah, I mean, 99 pass block power, 85 pass block finesse, 91 pass block. This man is a pass blocker. He's playing the left side. Yeah. Okay, Dante Blade, good on you, sir. And oh, look at that. You're going to be real healthy this season. Love it. Yeah, there's your left tackle. And he is the best left tackle we've ever had. Ooh, uh-oh. Have you capped? Fabian Vines puts in no work in the offseason. He has not capped. Little disappointing, Fabian. You've kind of plateaued, man. You had that freshman year that was partially helped by me, but I mean, I don't even think we need to worry about Dante Blade's caps because I don't think he's going to be here next year. I think he'll be in the NFL next year. Oops. No, he still hasn't capped. He can get more powerful. He can get better at run blocking and pass blocking. He's capped out on his quickness, footwork, and IQ. Sky's the limit, man. Good on Dante Blade, man. Good on him. Now let's give respect where it's due. Isaac Hicks, put the work in. I love to see it, young man. I love to see it. Good job. He's got that belly showing. He's got some decent caps, too. He can be pretty good. It's going to take time, but just got to put in the work. Respect to Isaac Hicks. D'Angelo Coco did exactly what I expect D'Angelo Coco to do. He put in the work. It's what he does. He put in the work. Billy Burns put in a good chunk of work. I was hoping for more out of Demario Rudder. Maybe a little too much weight he put on at 267. But he's still a very good pass rusher. I'm a little disappointed. But that's okay. One of you is the backup on one side, the other's the backup on the other. However, we respect it when we see it. J.R. Johnson put in that work in the offseason. Worked on his block shed, wants to be able to stop that run. I like it. Worked on his tackling. That was a weak spot. Good job, JR. You love to see it. Okay, Monte Weaver didn't put a lot of work in. I mean, he just moved to defensive tackle, so he didn't get a chance to really work a lot at the spot, so not going to hold that against him. Okay, Quentin Mercer saw the young guys coming and got scared. Minor. Can't say I'm proud of you, man. I can't say that. I was hoping for more work in from you. I'm starting to think you are the odd man out right now. You even win 92 strength. Give Derek Shuning a lot of credit. He put that work in, and so did Taki Taki. This is another one I'm disappointed in. I thought Raymond All would put more work in. I really did. I do think I know who I'm going to send off, because we are going to have to make a cut. At least one here at defensive tackle, if not more. And I do have an idea. Linebacker. Can we respect Shannon Fleming? He sees the opening with Chase Taylor leaving and puts in the work in the offseason. He will have to fight for that job. It is not his immediately. Davis gets a chance at it. I like the boost to block shed. Love the tackling ability. Big awareness boost. Hit power. The moves he worked on. Or not hit power, but finesse and power moves. Pursuit. Okay. Yeah, the big surprise here is Shannon Fleming. I really thought Concho would put in that work. Okay. Udo just got here. I'm not going to hold it against him. Give the respect, though, to Ronnie Sty. He knows that Mechie's the 2, but he wants to make sure he gets that opportunity next year. And I respect it. I very much respect it. Middle linebacker is a spot we're going to be recruiting. And Rodney Sty is going to have to prove himself. Good job getting the work in. Big boost to finesse moves. Dear Lord, he might be arguing to move to pass rusher. I mean, 222 is a little small, but I might make the argument. He might actually move to pass rusher next offseason. We might need a whole new room of middle linebackers. Okay. Nearly the whole room. Alexander Franz puts a good chunk of work in. He knows he's got that will spot locked down. Then you see Brad Levis and John Crum. They worked out together, it looks like. Good for them. Good for them. Both of them fighting for spots. Could be at either spot. Will or Sam. These two are tandemed up, and I love it. I love it. You could even play in the middle. I will say, if one of them is going to take a middle linebacking spot right now, it might be Crum with that zone. So, good on those two. I do definitely think they'll both be starting next year. Or you're at least going to see them both getting a shot to start next year. Not this year, but next year. I'm assuming he's got to be close to capped, if not capped. Oh, why did you not bring that man coverage up more? Oh, he is capped on his zone and quickness, but he worked on his physicals and mentals, I take it, more than anything, but it's going to be an interesting year. I don't know which one of them's playing the slot, but one of them's playing the slot day one. Oscar Hendy's going to be outside because he played that role very well last year. One of these two is playing the slot, and I don't know which. But good work out of both of them. Really good work out of both of them. Outside of that, Brian Robbins, I really wish put more work in. And Zavala, you easily could get usurped next year by a freshman. You gotta put more work in, Zavala. But overall, I'm very happy with these two, especially Emmanuel Dobbs. Safety, Garcon shockingly puts no work in. That's a bit disappointing. Rudy Betts put some work in. Safety we are weak at, I'll say that. So, you know, can only do so much. He did bring up his workhorse. I think he is about capped. Yeah. Outside of power, which for him really doesn't do terribly much. His zone coverage, his coverages are great, but he wasn't going to get any quicker, so yeah, he's about as good as he's going to get anyways. And at safety, we see some good work from Dunham. I was hoping for better work from Bynum, especially given I was going to give him the chance to fight with Garcon. I don't know what's going to happen at safety. Dunham's locked in at one spot. I don't know about the other. We'll see. We will see. Good work by Dunham, though. Kicker, Banfield. I mean, he's already got a hell of a leg, so didn't really need to work on it. And McTavish worked on his speed and his power. I like that. Good job, McTavish. That is your off-season workouts. A lot of positives. A lot of positives out of that. But now we get to the final bits and pieces. Let's first encourage transfers before we head out to decide, will we move? No, we don't have to look for a kicker. 92 kick power is great. If it's over 90, you're good. Okay. So, first position I want to look at, quarterback. Do I want to send Gideon off? I don't think so. I think I'll keep him around this year. Fine. You're going to have to head out, man. You're just going to have to. I am going to keep Eric Wells for now. Wide receiver. God, this is going to hurt me. Kyrie, buddy, I want you to go find a spot where you are a guaranteed starter. I want you to be that guy somewhere because it's just not going to be here. Jimmy Keene took a big step forward. Vaughns is going to see playing time. Myers is our top guy right now. Kyrie's just not going to see the time that he deserves. So, Kyrie, I want you to go somewhere and start. I can't rightfully get rid of Stephon Blank because he put the work in. And we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys without the freshman. And I mean, I'm cool with playing Debbie. Fuck. I can't believe I'm going to do this because I had such high hopes for him. David Hops, you just haven't been the guy. Go find a new home. Play well. I hope the best. Still got to make 4 more cuts. The only reason I'm doing this is we don't have a massive hole at center. And at worst, Titus is a decent backup. So Gene Holiday, I don't think you're going to develop into a guy here. Head elsewhere. Now this is the room we have to cut down. And I can't believe I'm gonna do this. Jason Minor, I think, is the weak point here. 100%. He'll start somewhere, I guarantee it, but it's not gonna be here. I didn't get a chance to redshirt Ramon All, and I think that came back to bite him in the ass. He's going to have to go as well. That leaves us with 6 defensive tackles. The plan is to redshirt him, have 5 guys go. Dom Shelley is starting alongside Monte Weaver. Those are your starting defensive tackles. Quentin Mercer has become a backup. Now, I have to make a decision here. I think I know what I'm going to do for this last cut. And we might do even one more cut. Titus Baskerville needs the opportunity somewhere. It's not going to be here. And it's kind of the same thing with Coates. Just not going to be here. And as I said, Jerron Davis is a chance to start. So I'm going to give him that opportunity. We also have a lot of depth here at will. So that will be all the cuts. Well, actually, I'm going to make one more cut, and it will be Rudy Bettis. Because Selva will be the backup to Garcon, more than likely. Yep. I think that is all the cuts we're going to make. Some of those did hurt. Like, I did not want to get rid of David Hops, but man, he didn't take the step forward I was looking for. And it's disappointing to me. So, ring ring goes the phone. And the question is, do we move? And if so, have we made enough of an impact to impress the SEC? I will say this. I don't believe we've impressed the SEC yet. One fluke year doesn't say anything. I think we need one more year playing well in a conference to impress the SEC. I don't believe the Big Ten buys us either. So if I'm being honest, I think the only Power 4 that would take us is the Big 12. The ACC, we just don't fit. I don't think we fit in the ACC, personally. Now, here's also the question. Is the Big 12... Is the Big 12 better than the American Conference? It is a Power 4, so keep that in mind. And we also fit, like, regionally in the Big 12. That's why I like going there. Do we believe this is a better conference than the American? I think so. So do we move to the Big 12? Oh God, we absolutely devastated Florida State. That's great. 113 to 69. Nice. I think we are going to move. I think it's time to get closer to home. So we are officially Power 4. We've gone from Group 5 to Power 4. And I will say this, I do not think we're dominating this conference the way we did the American. This is going to be a tough game. This is going to be a tough game. This is going to be a very tough game. We saw what happened the last time we played them. I would not be surprised if we fell to, you know, the Bearcats or the Cyclones at some point as well. So, it's going to be a fun one. We are a 3-star school now. We're better than some of these other programs. We're better than the Cougs. We're better than the Bears. We're better than the Wildcats. Better than the Buffaloes. K-State. Damn, they've fallen off. But we have officially moved to the Big 12. I should actually make sure that that move was made official. Yep. Okay. Good. And now the key is, can we impress enough to make it to the SEC? You love to see it. That conference prestige is an issue right now. Okay, schedule first, recruiting after that, and then we'll do numbers and captains. So, let's do this. Let's make this schedule We have 3 open games. These are the only games we have open. Everything else is locked. So, there is one game I want to play, and that's Michigan. How early do we want Michigan? First, second, or third game. And it will be in Michigan. We haven't earned the right to host. Houston's in conference, so we can't play Houston. Houston's in conference, so we don't even play Houston this season. Which one of these 3 do we go with Michigan? Because they're available for all 3. I do also want to look at some other schools we might be able to play. Oh, there is one other game we need on schedule. It'll be our easier non-conference game, but we need it. We didn't play them last year. We need to play them this year. Let me see when they're available. Because we're playing Southern Miss. The rivalry continues. Okay. Good. So I think I can get them any of the 3 weeks. Yep. Okay, cool. Cool. So you want Michigan to start it off? Start with the playoff rematch. They just got better. They were at 96 overall. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we get 1 away, 1 at home. Do you want to host Southern Miss, or do you want to go to Southern Miss? That's the only game I definitely want on the schedule. We host Southern Miss? Okay. That'll be week 2. There we get a break, and it's a lot of back and forth then. At least we end the year on Senior Day. I like that. So, last road game. So here's the question. Do you want another an old American team? Or do you just want Purdue? That's an interesting choice. They're a 2-star program, so it'd be more of a warm-up game. Are they available? They're not. Oh, no, they are. We could go the Green Wave. Rematch against the Green Wave. Could go to Tulane. Dear Lord, the Razorbacks have fallen off. My God, we killed them. Here's the teams I'll put on the possibility. We have Tulane, Purdue. I'll put Purdue up there. If you want possibility of Purdue. I'll put Pitt on the list as well. And you know what? Because I'm mad. Because I'm mad about it. Nebraska. Those are your options. You know why I put Nebraska on the list. Those are your options. Nebraska, Pitt, Purdue, and Tulane. Oh yeah, Bowling Green's not available. They're not playing. They're playing a game in week 3 apparently. This is the last game you get to pick because we only get the 3 available. If you want the middle ground, it's Pitt. Say a Philly team, fuck Pitt up. Okay. Pitt's kind of the middle ground between all of them. So, okay, we'll head to Pittsburgh. So there we go. We get to go up to Ann Arbor to start the year, dear Lord. Up to the big house. Then we come home to take on our dreaded rival, Southern Miss. Head up to Pittsburgh to take on the Panthers. We then start conference play in the Big 12 against Baylor. Or at home against Baylor. Then we head to play Kansas. Fucking Kansas. Come back home after a bye to take on Iowa State. We then head out to take on the Mormons at BYU. Then we head up to take on Cincinnati. We come back home for a 2-game stretch against UL Monroe. For some reason, they're locked. I don't know why. They're non-conference. Why do we have to play them? I don't know. We then play Kansas State at home. Head to sunny Orlando to play UCF. And then we take on Arizona at home to finish the year. Okay. Let's set up recruiting. Let's get our first look at what players are interested in us, and that's a lot of needs. As we always do, that's a lot of 4-stars that are interested in us. As we always do, we pay most attention to interest first before anything. Who actually wants to come here? And I want to start with the most important position of need. I guess it's a rivalry game, but I don't know why it is. It's an easy game to win. I'll take it. It's a free win. You guys see it too right there, right? You guys see the 5-star, right? I'm going to put these 2 4-star corners that have us top of their board first. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Alright. We'll put those 3 up there right now. Middle linebacker is a big need. We have a lot of middle linebackers that are graduating. 2 4-stars. Both have us high on their board. Going down, see any 5-stars? No. But I will put all the 4-stars on the board right now. Offensive line is a thing. Well, first, fullback. Fullback. And you know what? I don't care that it's a 2-star. It's fullback, so they're never going to be highly rated. I want the kid from in-house. We're getting a fullback out of Arkansas. We're getting a fullback out of Arkansas. There's also the fullback from Texas. We'll look at him too. Next, wide receiver. Definitely have to just take a look. Now, I am more kind of focused on speedsters here. Are you kidding me? Is there not like a speedster that has us nice on their board? Really? Oh, there's one. He's a Junko, though. I don't want to go the Junko route right now. Damn. Oh, there we go. 4-star speedster. Take a look at him. We'll kind of keep it there for now. I'm not going to worry too much about wide receiver. Offensive line. We need tackles. So, dear Lord. I was about to say, are there any 4-stars that have interest in offensive line? There's a dude in Arkansas, here in Little Rock, that's a 4-star. I mean, technically we're in Texarkana, so it's different. Dear Lord, that's a lot of top-tier offensive linemen. Okay, we're going to do this one a little bit different. Because all of them seem to have us, like, first on their board, which is crazy. Oops. Oh, no. Whoop. I wanted rank. There's one 5-star, but we're not on his board, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, we'll just start with those guys, go from there. That's a lot of offensive linemen I just put on the board. Edge rushers. That's a 5-star edge. I'm putting him on the board because we have the proximity to home there. And give me one more. There we go. I do want to look at center as well. I'm gonna go safety first. That's a 5-star safety with our name on it. Okay, the strong safeties don't like us. The best option is a 3-star. Alright. We'll take a look at some of these guys right now. Mainly the corners. I mainly want to look at the corners first. Raheem Reddick. Take that offer. Gordon Hawkinson. I love the name, sir. You seem to be more of a developmental guy. You've got really good zone. Want to play safety? Will we get any immediate commitments? Really good zone coverage. These aren't really the kind of corners I'm looking for, but you can always develop. So we got 2 gems right here. Both have us number 1, which is fantastic. Alright, next, middle linebacker. Good zone coverage. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of see what we got here before I start throwing out offers. I just like his combo of things. I'm going to actually throw out an offer for Nicholas Michaels. Ooh, we got a bust. So Frank Malik. I will say he's a little slow for my liking, so I'm down to say no to that. Yeah, once again, I like the mix. So, what was Mayer's mix? Tackle, speed. Okay, he's got the acceleration to balance out the speed. Okay, I'm good with those 3. Let's look. How good are the fullbacks? I need to know. $74 lead. 73 lead. Not as strong. But the impact blocking is better. And the run block is better. I'm gonna go with one Simonson. Yep. Throwing all of my focus on him then. Oh, Army's his top program. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, let's look at the tackles. A lot of right tackles here. You are more of a left tackle than a right tackle, in my opinion. Well, that's an immediate offer. Ooh. Ooh, I really like this guy. He had us first, yeah. They all have us first. This is the most balanced guy we've seen so far. Yep. I think those are going to be the big 3. I think this guy gets it just because he's a pure left tackle. So, I think the other 2 I'm not really going to pay too much mind to. I think these guys I'll get rid of. Just so I don't have them there to mess up my situation. Wide receiver. You're the only speedster that had any interest. And you're a bust. Great. Really? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the 5 stars first. So we did have a couple 5 stars, and I want to say they were all edge rushers. Oh Lord. Oh. I got back out. Go back in. There we go. Okay, where are the 5 stars? There he is. Yep, Desmond Travis, you are getting this scholarship. You have us second anyways, which is great. You've also got Dennis Steven. He's good, but you know what? I think I'm just going to focus on Travis. We've got a bust. I still think he's pretty good, but we'll take him off the board. I mean, he's more of a depth guy than Travis is, but I'll give it to him. 83 zone. Oh my god. 88 speed too is fantastic, so I'm down. Yeah, once again, I'm down. Speed, zone coverage, I'll take it. Alright, those are all the offers we've made. 15 total offers right now. I will look at one position, just to see. I need to know. There is a 5-star running back that has our name on it. I had to know if the top running back in the class wanted to come here. Because if so, I was going to at least give it a look. That was the only thing I needed to know. Malachi Laybourne. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he's all that great. I don't think he was worth it. I don't think he was really worth it, if I'm being honest. Let me go quarterback. Just to see. We'll go interest. So just a 3-star quarterbacks. That's all we got. 3-star quarterbacks. 4-star quarterbacks aren't interested. Well, they are, but we're well down on their board because they're not going to start. I'm fine with that. I don't know what the backfield creator is like. I want to grab these guys from in-state just because it'll be easier to look at them. Let's see what else. Defensive tackle. Say we need at least one. There's a 5-star defensive tackle that likes us. Fuck it. Fuck it. And I do need one more edge. Alright. Give 75 to work with here, so... That block shed needs a lot of work. He is a developmental guy, but he has us top of his board, so I'm going to, you know, offer. I'm not going to sit there and not offer. Dude who has us at the top of his board. I'm happy I looked at that. Why aren't you guys immediately committing? I'm just going to go Emmett Wayne just because we only had 5 left, so, you know. All right. That is the preseason recruiting. Last bits. Let's vote on captains first and foremost. So, offensive captains. Cortez Mangum stays there. I don't believe anyone else has the captain's patch on offense. So, that is free reign. I'm going to offer up Dante Blade as the veteran offensive lineman. If he doesn't already have it. He doesn't. So that's who I'm offering up there. Fabian Vines currently has the captain's patch. Can the coaches get better? They can, but I normally don't use my points on the other coaches. I normally just use it on my stuff. Defensively, I don't think we have a single captain. Yeah, I don't think we have a single captain defensively. Yeah, no. There's not a single captain on defense. So, both defensive captains are open. Well, no, never mind. Fabian Vines has one of them. So, and Banfield has the special teams captain. So, I'm not giving Coates a captain's patch. He's a freshman. We don't know that yet. We don't know how good he is yet. If it was Hurt, who's coming in with some viability, then yes, but not giving it to a freshman who knows nothing. I agree with Blade. I think Blade's a good call for the captain's patch. But what do we think for defense? He'll be playing left tackle this year. I could make an argument for D'Angelo Coco. Maybe even Udo, but, you know, he hasn't played yet, so I get not really wanting to give it to him. Maybe Emmanuel Dobbs or Hindi. Vines and Coco. Okay, we'll give it to the top 2 pass rushers. Okay, there we go. There are our captains. So, before we finish, I just want to go over numbers with some of the freshmen and some of the other players. First off, I'm going to let the transfers keep their numbers because it's as if they came in and picked them. We're not going to change transfer numbers. That's the only thing I'm going to do with transfers because it's like they came in and picked those numbers out of the current available. So, and I don't know what they wore outside. What are we thinking for Marvin Coates? I like 25. 25 is not bad. Should we change it? Oh my God, the caps. He's going to be so good. He's going to be so good. If that route running gets better, oh, he's going to be so good. No, that's physique. It's player info. I'm just trying to see what numbers are even available on offense. Wow, we have a lot of available numbers on offense. I'm good with 25, though. I like 25 a lot. I think our running backs all have pretty good numbers. I'm not against any of our running back numbers. Wide receiver. I want Jimmy Keen's number to change. No, never mind. 85 and he's 6'3". That's fine. I'm actually going to change up Devin Washington's. He's worn 83 the last 2 years. I think he deserves a better number. I think we give him something in the teens or single digit. What do we think? I kind of like 14 on him. $11 wouldn't be bad. I think we're saving 0. I think 0 has to be saved for somebody. 14, okay. Because 83 didn't fit his style of play. Joe Walters is wearing 2. I'm good with that for now. 13, 82. I mean, the bigger body guys, I'm fine wearing the 80s. Tight ends kept their numbers before. I need to know, is 99 available? Because I want Dom Shelley to wear 99 if it's available. 0, I definitely think can be considered a legacy number here now. I didn't think it was going to, and then... Okay, 97's the only big man number available, so... Who's wearing 99? Oh, it's one of the defensive linemen. Oh, Billy is. Okay, yeah, we're not taking it from Billy. I don't hate 48. I just want to see if there's a number in the 50s for him. Because I think he fits more of that 50s, like number 50 linebacker style, more so than the new age 40s. Yeah, give me 51. Give me 51 on him. Because 55, I'm just going to be thinking about one man, and that's Lyle Horner. 50, I'm good with. Okay, Tevin, you can wear a single digit, sure. Okay. What number do we want Akbar to wear? Because right now he's got 4. What number do we think fits Tyler Akbar? Also, what are his caps? I hate his caps. I hate his caps so much. They're not good. He can become a great zone cover guy, but his man coverage is never going to be great. He's going to be limited. Oh, that sucks. You really are a trap. Four is good? Okay. We'll keep 4 then. 16. First, we'll check your caps. Not bad. He actually has pretty good caps. Okay. Yeah, you need a better number than 16. He definitely isn't going to be what I wanted him to be, I can say that much. I'm going to go 37. That's a safety number to me. 37 is a safety number. Alright, what's Beaver's caps? They're not great. They're not great. He might act, if he progresses well enough, he could move to corner. I'm not gonna lie, if he progresses well enough, he could move to corner. I'm gonna let you keep that 1 just because that. What about Devon Banks? 6 ain't terrible of a number. He's never going to be great. I think he's going to be a backup his entire career. But he could be a very solid backup. I did not look at Dom Shelley's caps. I want to point that out. I never did look at his caps. We've got to know. Yep. Yep. He's essentially, sky's the fucking limit with him. Sky is the fucking limit with him. Yeah, this guy could be one of the most dominating forces in the middle of a D-line ever. I'm excited for 97. I don't remember if I looked at Davis's caps or not, so I'm going back. Little disappointing, but he's fast enough already, so I'm not mad about it for that. He'll have really good coverage, no matter what. He'll have really good coverage. He can become a massive run stuffer. If he progresses well enough, I definitely could move him inside. If he progresses well enough next year. In the offseason, he might become our middle linebacker of the future. Now, we did not look at a specific player yet. Actually, let me look at Randy Tatum first. Yeah, Coates is essentially everything can cap at the end. Like, he's the best player I think we've ever had. Oh, these are great caps for you. You're already good at pass blocking to a point with power. So these are good caps for you right now. He's going to be good. I don't know how dominant he'll be, but he's going to be good. Okay. I like this. I like this. With elite development. And now let's look at our boy. Let's just look at him. Big 53 right here. The important caps are great. He's never going to be the most elite pass blocker, but he will be the most elite run blocker. Legend battles is truly a legend. Hell yeah. That's your starting center next year. Just be ready for it. Mitch O'Donnell. Solid caps. Not crazy at certain spots, but he'll be solid. He's already a really good pass blocker. Got to work on that run blocking, and then you're essentially done with him. He can get a bit stronger, which is good. He'll be very solid. I do want to look at the caps of these receivers now that we're doing this. Okay, Dwayne Devy's going to see playing time. He will see the field this year. He may not get a red shirt. To give him an opportunity to get these caps up, he's going to see playing time. That is fantastic. Oh my God, that's fantastic. He's never going to be the fastest dude on the field, but that's fine. He's going to be the best route runner on the field, and that's 100% sure. Let's see, Walters, can you surprise me, sir? I'm happily surprised. A redshirt year? And if you put the work in, the world is your fucking oyster, Joe. Oh my God. I did not expect that out of Joe Walters. Okay. I don't hate these caps. They're not crazy good, but he's never going to be fast. But he is going to be a decent route runner. Have pretty good hands. Not bad. Not bad for Harvey. Oh yeah, he's definitely JCP 2.0. He might have to get 0 right now. That 0 might have to get put to him. Now, this is interesting. Ty Zenter can become quite quick. Those hands can get better. He's never going to be an elite route runner, but he'll be solid. I'm pleasantly surprised with Ty Zentner. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised there. Alright, you want to give him the 0? Let's give him the 0. Like, 2's a cool number and all, man. That's a cool number. Around here, though, if you play like you seem like you could, you get a specific number, sir. You get the 0. Okay, I'm very happy. I'm very happy at the future of this team. Now, I did not look at Jamerson Akeem. Okay. Solid. He certainly is not Moats or Coates. That's definite. But he could definitely be that number 2 with him in the long run. So I'm happy with what we have gotten here. What's Samia? Actually, he can get a cannon. And he'll be decently accurate. Decent speed. He could become something. Don't think he'll ever be a killer, but he can become something. Okay. That is everything. We are a full 84, 84, 84 across the board this year. I'll probably sim forward myself and do everything that needs to be done. Actually, might as well just sim forward a week. I'll look at everything else on my own. I do have to go through some practice to really figure out what the starting lineup is going to look like. But that is going to be the end of this one. A good 3.5 hour live stream's never bad for these. We had a lot to look at, a lot to talk about. And you guys will probably see the first video for this either Wednesday or Friday. I can guarantee you it will be either Wednesday or Friday. Will be Season 6. So, Season 6 starts Wednesday or Friday. After that, who knows how many more seasons we'll have. I'm hoping to get to Season 8, but we'll see. Just depends on how quickly we get through it. With that, though, Dash, Jaren, V-Dub, appreciate you guys being here. I think that's all I got to talk about. Go ahead and just enjoy your wildcard weekend. Reminder, I won't be streaming anything for a Jacksonville watch along unless they make the divisional round. They make the divisional round, then we'll do it. Super Bowl, I don't know. I might have to spend that on my own time because that might be a little too batshit insane for me. But with that, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.